up, all my peoples? This is Platinum Eagle in the building once again. I got some news to bring y'all. I know I said I was going to be doing these videos, and I'm going to be on them. It take me a little time on working, man. Like I always say, man, you know, I wish I had more time really to submit to this right here, but I always want to talk about it. So let's talk about my man, Ty Robinson, picked at number 111 overall. Ty Robinson is a defensive tackle coming from Nebraska. This dude here is pretty dynamic. I like what I saw in his college tape. He played really strong at the collegiate level. And, I mean, for real, I think he might be a dominant sleeper for the Philadelphia Eagles, even though I think a lot of people that's Philadelphia Eagles fans know that he might have a little game with him. But it might be a sleeper for the rest of the nation, perhaps, because they don't really tap into Philadelphia Eagles sports like, you know, the Philadelphia Eagles faithfuls. You know what I'm saying? So, man, this guy right here, defensive tackle, like I said, he's in the middle, number 9. Watch out for number 9. He's explosive off the jump, off the rip. His first step is crazy. It could be better, and I'm sure it'll be better. I don't think he's a finished product, but the guy is a baller. I think Ty Robinson will be a great rotation piece along with Jalen Carter, 98. You know what I'm saying? You never forget that man right there. Did a tough job since he's been in the NFL. We'll talk about him on some other film. This ain't about him. You already know we lost Milton Williams, and I think he'll be a good replacement. He might even be as good as Milton Williams. I'm not going to say better because, like I said, college is totally different from the NFL. So, as we already know, at a collegiate level, he played real tough, real gritty. You'll see from his tape, he's all over the field. Like I said, his first step, he bursts with great speed. He's tenacious. He's definitely going to get at the quarterback. And as you can see in these videos, he's always in the backfield, tackling the running back. He's a great tackler at the running back as well. He'll run the quarterback down. Though he don't have great speed, he still is effective, and he still is very disruptive. So, he'll like I said, he'll go great with the likes of Jalen Carter, Moro Ojomo, who'll get a little bit shot of playing more football. As you can see that he didn't get a chance to play last season if he was keeping up on things. We were kind of short on defensive tackle after losing Fletcher Cox last season. And, you know, not like I said, Milton Williams is now with the Patriots. We definitely needed some help and some retuning on the defensive tackle lineup. We got some guys that can get after. Like I said, I don't think he's going to be an exception. You know, he'll be in a rotation, obviously, you know, but with these guys that he got beside him, you know, he'll be definitely disruptive. I think he'll fit right in. He's a gritty tackler. As you can see in some of the film, he gave Shedeur Sanders a lot of, he was in his face. He gave him a lot of grief. Ty Robinson is definitely going to be a tough feat, I believe, for the opposing offensive lineman. I mean, like, he's going to get to the line. You're not going to stop this guy, especially with the likes of who's alongside of him, like I said before. As you can see, sometimes the double team is definitely in effect on him because he is that disruptive. He'll garner a couple of guys trying to block him at one time because, you know, he's definitely tenacious. He's definitely gritty. When it's time to go, he goes. He might need to work on his condition a little bit. Might even have to gain a few pounds as far as muscle goes. But I think this guy here, man, he might be something. Like I told you, I'm already excited about the draft picks we drafted. He was with the Big Ten. Big Ten got some pretty decent offensive lines. Like I said before, I don't watch college that much, but I do watch Penn State football. He was in Big Ten, Penn State football as well. So I checked out the offensive lines. They're pretty strong, and he was still handling his business and having his way on the field. Got a lot of tape on a brother. The brother's, I think he'll be certified after at least 1 or 2 years in the scheme of Vic Fangio. I think it's only a matter of time before I think he start getting the recognition that, you know, he needs. I think he got the great coaching to get him right up to par, up to speed. We already know his OTAs. I haven't heard too much about him on OTAs. However, we already know they're not taking the quarterback to the ground and OTAs and all that stuff. So you might not hear too much about him really until football kicks off. You know what I mean? And what I'm showing you here ain't just a little bit of tape of him. I mean, he was actually doing his thing this last season. And, you know, probably beyond that as well. I'm sure all these clips that I got here is not necessarily for this 1 year, but he got a lot of highlight reel with a little tweaking in his game. He'll be ready, you know, so that's just my thoughts on things. Of course, we all have to see how it plays out at the end of everything. But as far as what I'm seeing right now, the brother is, he'll be ready especially in a couple years, inshallah, with Vic Fangio's scheme and, defensive line coaches and what have you. So this guy here is multi-purpose. You know what I'm saying? He don't just play in one position. You can see him as a fullback in a few plays I'm about to show you here. He plays a fullback as a blocking fullback, so the running back can get into the end zone or get that short yardage that we might need. I'm not sure how much they'll have him playing for the Philadelphia Eagles, but I will say this right here. Jeffrey Lurie said that the Philadelphia Eagles is going to bring the fullback position back. You know what I'm saying? And the fullback position is, you've been watching football for a while, it's kind of like a, forgotten thing. It's kind of like, something that nobody even does anymore or nobody even plays anymore. I think after Allstott from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers back in, 2001, 2002, I think was probably the last time you really seen a real good fullback or even having fullbacks on every team making it relevant. So I think if we do use him as a fullback, and I believe we will, I think the offense is going to be better as well because of his presence on offensive line or even behind the offensive line, So I'm really liking what I'm seeing with Ty Robinson. As you may know, there's a lot of good defensive tackles that got picked all throughout the league this past draft. However, I think this guy here will stand out among a lot of other people who got drafted at the defensive tackle position for the rest of the league. I think that that this guy's tape is not going to just be in college. At the collegiate level. I think it's going to actually be great for the NFL as well. Only time to tell, like I said before. We'll see, inshallah. But I'm happy about what I see about Ty Robinson. And I think, like I said, the rest of the draft, the Philadelphia Eagles, I think that we did a phenomenal job. Like I said, only time will tell. I keep saying that because I have seen in the past, as an Eagles fan, what I thought was good before turned out to not be so good. But I think that was another day for the Philadelphia Eagles. Right now, Howie is cooking. I think we'll make another splash move before the season start. Don't know what position exactly it might be. If I had to guess or bet, I would say it's probably the safety position, depending on how Makuba would do. The safety I talked about last video. So we'll have to see how he does. But it'll be that position, safety or corner, I believe, if we was going to do anything in the rest of the offseason. But I do believe that maybe, perhaps, it'll be a defensive lineman. But I think our defensive lineman is probably better than it was last season. And I'm not even saying that from recency bias. I believe for real that we got something going on with this here squad. And like I said, we got the coaches to do it. We just won a chip. So that should tell you a little bit about the coaches that you already know. So, yeah, man, that's pretty much the video. I just thank y'all so much for tuning in with me. This is Platinum Eagle at Platinum Eagle Podcast, and we're going to be checking out. But I do want to tell y'all, I love you. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, share the channel with somebody else. Perhaps they can benefit off some great Eagles news to hear my perspective, and maybe we can chime in and get to talking, you know what I'm saying? But throw me a little something in the comment section. Let me know what you're thinking. Do you know anything about them? I don't know if there's any Nebraska fans out there who's watching Platinum Eagle Podcast or knows a little bit about Nebraska and what he might bring to the table. Like I said, I don't watch a lot of college football, so let me know what you might think of the brother because, I think he's going to be one of them dominant forces that the Philadelphia Eagles picked in this previous draft. So with that being said, I love y'all, man. I'm going to talk to you later. Platinum Eagle signing out.